Have you ever stopped to think about what your kidneys go through every single day? They quietly work behind the scenes, filtering over 50 gallons of blood daily, keeping your body in balance, and yet, most of us don't give them a second thought until something goes terribly wrong. What if I told you that unlike your liver, your kidneys don't regenerate well once damaged? That means when harm is done, it could be permanent. And the foods you eat might be either saving them or slowly wearing them down. Intrigued? You should be. Today, we're going to uncover a topic that far too many people overlook: kidney health, and more specifically, how the right foods can help detox and protect your kidneys before it's too late. But here's the kicker: the best foods aren't the same for everyone. It all depends on the stage of kidney health you're in, and choosing the wrong foods at the wrong time could do more harm than good. You might have heard of chronic kidney disease, or CKD. It's a condition that affects more people than you might realize. 1 in 7 adults in the US, which adds up to over 37 million Americans. That's not just a statistic. That could be someone in your family, or even you. CKD progresses silently, often without symptoms until things get serious. And at the center of this silent decline are tiny blood vessels inside the kidneys called microtubules. Once they're damaged, it becomes what's known as microvessel disease, the same issue that causes blindness in diabetics. The biggest culprits? Type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure, both driven by something we talk about a lot here: sugar and insulin resistance. And as you'll see, those two enemies, sugar and insulin resistance, are responsible for far more damage than most people realize. They're not just impacting blood sugar levels. They're sabotaging your kidneys, your heart, and your immune system all at once. So if you've ever wondered, why are kidney diseases so common now? What's really behind the rise of kidney failure? And more importantly, how can you protect yourself through smarter food choices? Then stay with me, because we're just getting started. Next up, let's take a closer look at how kidney disease is staged, and why knowing your stage is the key to picking the right foods at the right time. Did you know that 1 in 7 adults in the United States is living with chronic kidney disease, often without even knowing it? That's over 37 million people quietly walking around with kidneys that may be slowly shutting down. It's an epidemic hiding in plain sight. The real danger begins when your kidney function drops below a certain threshold, specifically when your eGFR, estimated glomerular filtration rate, falls under 60 milliliters per minute. This is what doctors call stage 3, and it's the critical turning point. Stage 3 is further broken down into 3A and 3B, but either way, it's your body's early warning sign that something is seriously off. But what's really behind this growing problem? Let's not overcomplicate it. The root cause of most kidney damage is sugar. More specifically, the chronic condition it fuels: insulin resistance. When your body becomes resistant to insulin, blood sugar stays elevated, which leads to type 2 diabetes. And high blood sugar is toxic to the tiny blood vessels inside your kidneys, causing them to swell, scar, and eventually stop working. Another major player is high blood pressure. Think of it like this: your kidneys are filled with delicate filters, and when blood pressure is high, it's like turning up the water pressure in an old garden hose. Over time, the strain breaks those filters down, and it doesn't stop there. Kidney infections, known as glomerulonephritis, and common over-the-counter medications like aspirin, Tylenol, and other NSAIDs also chip away at kidney health, often without symptoms until it's too late. But again, all roads seem to lead back to sugar and insulin resistance. They weaken your immune system, damage your vessels, and lay the groundwork for both diabetes and hypertension, the two leading causes of CKD. That's why understanding the true source of kidney damage matters more than ever. Let's break it down. Stage 1. Your eGFR is above 90, which means your kidneys are still functioning normally. At this point, you might not have any symptoms at all. Everything seems fine on the surface, but small signs of damage may already be happening. Behind the scenes, this is your golden opportunity to take preventive action. Stage 2. Your eGFR falls between 60 and 89. This means mild damage is starting to show. Most people still don't feel any different, and this stage often goes unnoticed. But your kidneys are now starting to lose efficiency. It's a wake-up call to start making serious lifestyle changes, especially in how you eat and manage blood sugar. Stage 3. Here's where things get more serious. Your eGFR is between 30 and 59, and this stage is split into 3A and 3B. The damage becomes significant. Waste products may begin to build up in your blood, and symptoms like fatigue, swelling, or changes in urination can appear. This is the point where diet becomes absolutely essential. The foods you choose now can either slow the decline or speed it up. Stage 4. At this stage, your eGFR drops between 15 and 29. The kidneys are heavily damaged and struggling. You may begin to experience more intense symptoms and complications. Without intervention, kidney failure is approaching fast. Stage 5. This is the most advanced stage. Your eGFR falls below 15, and your kidneys are no longer able to do their job. This is considered end-stage renal disease, ESRD. At this point, there are only two paths forward: dialysis, which uses machines to filter your blood, or a kidney transplant. Neither is easy, and both come with serious risks and limitations. That's why understanding these stages is not just medical jargon, it's a roadmap. The earlier you catch it, the more you can do. And the single most powerful tool you have? Food. Because here's the truth. Once you reach stage 3 or 4, your kidneys are struggling. They can no longer filter out excess minerals, protein waste, or even fluids the way they used to. That's why the foods you eat now can either support your kidneys or overwhelm them even more. So here are 10 of the most kidney-friendly foods, especially beneficial during the moderate to severe stages of CKD. 1. Apples. Apples are often praised for their gentle cleansing properties. They're low in phosphorus, potassium, and sodium, making them a favorite on kidney diet lists. But there's a catch. Apples still contain natural sugar. If you're dealing with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes, this sugar can spike blood glucose and worsen the very condition that caused kidney damage in the first place. So if that's your case, it's best to skip them. 2. Bell peppers. A smart substitute for apples. Bell peppers offer similar mineral levels without the sugar. They're colorful, crunchy, and loaded with vitamin C, making them a kidney-friendly go-to for snacking or cooking. 3. Berries, especially raspberries. Berries are nutrient-dense, flavorful, and generally low in sugar, but raspberries stand out. They contain very low levels of sodium, potassium, and phosphorus, plus just 5 grams of sugar per serving. Blueberries are also good, but they have slightly more sugar and potassium. Stick with raspberries if you're managing insulin resistance. 4. Cranberries. Famous for urinary tract health, cranberries support the kidneys and bladder. But here's the issue. Most people consume them with added sugar, especially in juices or dried versions. If you're insulin resistant, that added sugar makes them a risky choice. Unless you enjoy them plain, consider passing on these. 5. Cabbage. Cabbage is extremely versatile and naturally low in all the minerals that stress the kidneys. Whether steamed, sautéed, or fermented into sauerkraut, it's a dependable base for many low-potassium meals. 6. Cauliflower. Cauliflower is another low-mineral veggie, but take note, it does contain slightly more potassium than cabbage. That's not an issue early in stage 3, but as you progress, you'll want to watch your portion sizes. 7. Green leaf lettuce. This leafy green is very low in potassium and phosphorus, and let's be honest, you'd have to eat a lot of lettuce to cause trouble. It's a great way to bulk up meals with volume and crunch, without stressing the kidneys. 8. Onions. Onions are rich in flavor, low in carbs and packed with sulfur-based amino acids, which may help detoxify the body and support the immune system. Plus, they're low in minerals that burden your kidneys. 9. Whole eggs, not just egg whites. You'll often hear that egg whites are better for kidney health, and it's true they're lower in phosphorus. But when you remove the yolk, you also lower the protein quality. That means your body can't use the protein as efficiently, which leads to more nitrogen waste, something your kidneys have trouble clearing. So instead of loading up on egg whites, eat fewer but whole eggs and make the protein count. 10. Garlic, ginger, and turmeric. These 3 ingredients act more like natural medicines than everyday foods. They're incredibly anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and help support cleansing. Plus, the amounts you consume are small, just a few grams at a time, so they offer big benefits without overwhelming your kidneys. A sprinkle of turmeric here, a slice of ginger there, small, intentional. Additions go a long way. These foods aren't just kidney safe. They're part of a strategic approach to nourish your body without overwhelming your filtering system. And when you combine smart food choices with stress management, exercise, and lowering insulin resistance, you give your kidneys the very best chance to keep going strong. Now that you know which foods support your kidneys, you might be wondering, what truly causes kidney disease in the first place? Because while it's important to know what to eat when your kidneys are already struggling, the real power lies in prevention. Here's the truth that most people don't hear. Kidney disease doesn't just appear overnight. It's not caused by bad luck or age or genetics alone. It's fueled day after day by the modern diet, one loaded with refined carbs, sugar, and highly processed foods. The very things that drive insulin resistance, the root cause behind most cases of type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and, ultimately, kidney damage. So what can you do? Choose whole foods, not packages with long ingredient lists. Lower your carb intake, especially the refined and sugary kind. Prioritize high-quality protein, not just quantity. Manage your stress, because stress raises blood pressure and weakens your immune system, both of which impact kidney health more than you might think. And one more thing, you don't need to obsessively restrict your diet unless your kidneys are already in trouble. The goal isn't to eat less, it's to eat smarter. Eating to nourish, not to deprive. Don't wait until stage 3 or 4 to care about your kidneys. Start now. The sooner you act, the more you can protect, not just your kidneys, but your entire body. And if you'd like more clear, science-based tips that actually make a difference, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Your health begins with knowledge. Let's keep learning, making better choices, and living more fully, one mindful bite at a time.